If you're a player who struggles with the consistency of striking your irons, you'd like to hit the ball a little bit more solidly with your iron shots, I've got a drill today that's really potentially, I think, going to help you understand the impact position, how we're trying to deliver the club when we're hitting iron shots, really create that crisp, solid, pressured strike on the golf ball. So we look at impact, you'll see a lot of information out there at the moment, and a lot of players talking about trying to get the handle forwards, create a leaning shaft, really creating almost a de-loft position onto the golf club, and really pressuring the ball, squeezing it, if you like, forwards. That's not necessarily the best way for every player to work and think about impact, but I think a couple of the keys that will help the majority of players out there are: where's the weight distributed, and how do I create this feeling of a little bit of pressure on the golf ball? So we create an address position. One of the things that's interesting to me is that at address we stand pretty evenly with our weight distribution across our feet. Some players maybe favour the lead side a little bit more than others, but anywhere from 50-50 to as much as 60% of the weight in the lead side at address. When we get to impact, that changes significantly. So the first thing we need to understand is that address and impact are not the same place. When we arrive at impact, we want at least 80% of our weight down the lead side. That's something that we see in the vast majority of really good ball strikers. Secondly, as a consequence, our whole body is shifted towards the target. So at address versus impact, as our weight shifted, our whole body shifted towards the target. The third thing is that we would like to see the handle in line with or slightly ahead of the golf ball. Now this is going to vary from player to player, but one of the tools we use to illustrate this is this curved club here. You see that from address to impact, that really helps drag the club, if you like, through the ball, creates a lot of pressure as the weight goes forward, handle leading, and creates a lot of pressure. Now how can you recreate that for yourselves? We can take an alignment rod, and for me a real simple way of rehearsing and understanding impact with iron shots is we create an address, we hold the alignment rod as best we can, and without moving our hands back, simply hinge slightly to the right. For me as a right-hander, the tip of the rod is just outside my trail foot, and I'm simply then going to put a little bit of bend, a little bit of pressure on the rod, and you can see there that's already starting to mimic that curved shaft, and I can already feel my weight wanting to move into my lead side. So it's a very simple drill. We're going to drag and we're going to turn. So we set the address position, alignment rod in position, and we simply drag it to impact and turn through to a finish. Drag it to impact, turn through to a finish. Now what you'll find is this really helps us create a nice shallow move through the ball without hitting down into the ground too much, but it really encourages the correct weight shift, body pivot, and it allows our hands to lead the club head to some degree. So drag, turn, and if we piece that together into one fluid movement, we actually get a little bit of a swish on the alignment rod. Now once we've rehearsed that a couple of times, simply take our golf club. You can do it the same way just with the golf club and just feel that same thing, drag and turn, and then go ahead and hit a shot. And that feels really solid. Get a very penetrating flight on the ball, good shape to it, a real solid feeling on the club face. So this drag and turn drill really helps create a feeling of the ideal iron impact, hands slightly forwards, weight working into the lead side, and a very strong pivot through to a finish. Thanks for watching the How Did I Do Golf Academy. If you enjoy our videos, please share them amongst your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, that way you'll get to see all our latest footage first. And for questions and comments, join our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter, HDiD Golf Academy. We look forward to seeing you next time.